2024 has been a year of one win after another for SpaceX, and just when it seems like they've reached the peak, they surprise us yet again. This time, SpaceX has landed one of the largest contracts in its history, a deal that could reshape the company's future. In today's episode, we're diving into this monumental achievement and exploring how it will impact SpaceX moving forward. But before we get into the details, make sure to subscribe to our channel for all the latest updates on Starship, SpaceX, and their groundbreaking successes. The United States Department of Defense has unveiled a massive $13 billion budget increase aimed at low Earth orbit satellite internet services, and it's likely SpaceX will secure the majority, if not all, of it. This budget will expand the Proliferated Low Earth Orbit satellite program, which is designed to provide reliable, high-speed, satellite-based internet specifically for military use. The program aims to support the needs of various military branches, including the Army, Navy, and Air Force, to enhance essential functions like secure communication, real-time tracking, and efficient data transfer. With these substantial funds, the Department of Defense plans to establish a robust network of satellites that can ensure reliable, continuous communication even in the world's most remote or challenging environments, and SpaceX's Starlink network is currently in the best position to deliver this. The contract for this project operates under a unique structure called Indefinite Delivery, Indefinite Quantity, which allows the Department of Defense to work flexibly with multiple vendors. This structure encourages companies to compete, ensuring the military receives the most advanced technology possible. The contract spans 5 years, with the option to extend for another 5, allowing the Department of Defense access to updated technology throughout the contract period. So far, SpaceX has secured a leading role, receiving a significant portion of the initial $900 million budget to develop Starship, a military-specific adaptation of Starlink designed for defense applications. SpaceX has clearly demonstrated that it is not only capable of meeting these requirements but is also well ahead of competitors in terms of satellite deployment, reliability, and technical capability. Starlink, SpaceX's extensive satellite network, consists of over 7,000 satellites launched to date, with more than 6,000 currently in active operation. This network has already proven its value in multiple high-stakes situations. For instance, Starlink has provided internet access in areas with little to no traditional network infrastructure, making it especially valuable during natural disasters. In recent years, Starlink was deployed to support emergency response efforts in areas hit by earthquakes in Japan, hurricanes such as Helen and Milton, and even in Ukraine, where Starlink played a crucial role in maintaining the country's defense communications. These examples demonstrate that Starlink is already equipped to meet many of the specific communication and security needs required by military operations. The simple installation of Starlink is another significant advantage. Unlike traditional network infrastructure that relies on extensive wiring and equipment, a Starlink terminal only requires a clear view of the sky. This straightforward setup enables rapid deployment in remote or challenging environments, making it ideal for military operations that require flexibility. The system's operational altitude in low Earth orbit allows for faster data transmission and reduced latency, which is essential for real-time military communications. This lower orbit placement means quicker data relay and enhanced connection reliability, crucial for mission-critical operations. SpaceX's advantage also extends beyond its satellite technology. It lies in its breakthrough approach to rocket design and reusability, particularly with the Falcon 9 and, now, Starship. The Falcon 9 has set new standards in the space industry with its reliable launch record and rapid turnaround between missions, enabling frequent and relatively affordable access to space. However, SpaceX's Starship, currently under development, is positioned to take these achievements further by transporting much larger payloads at a lower cost. Starship is designed to carry up to 100 tons to low Earth orbit, a capacity unmatched by any operational rocket. For comparison, the Falcon 9 can carry about 23 tons in a single launch. This means that with each Starship launch, over 100 satellites could potentially be deployed at once, compared to the Falcon 9's limit of around 23 satellites. For large-scale satellite constellations, like those planned by the Department of Defense, this capability enables a much faster deployment timeline and cost reduction. To put Starship's capacity into context, it can be compared to the Saturn V rocket, NASA's heavy-lift vehicle used in the Apollo program. Saturn V could carry about 140 tons to low Earth orbit, making it the most powerful rocket ever built until now. However, the Saturn V was not reusable. Each launch required building an entirely new rocket, which made it costly and limited the number of missions it could support. Starship, in contrast, is designed for full reusability, meaning that the same rocket could potentially be launched multiple times without needing a new vehicle each time. This drastically lowers the cost per launch compared to an expendable rocket like the Saturn V. Additionally, Starship's reusability isn't just about cost. It also makes the rocket adaptable for a variety of mission types. The rocket is being developed to handle both crewed and uncrewed missions, making it capable of deploying satellites, carrying cargo, and even transporting astronauts, all within the same design. This versatility gives SpaceX an advantage, as the company can use Starship for both government and commercial purposes, adapting to a range of needs. In contrast, the Saturn V was primarily designed for lunar missions and was limited in its operational flexibility. With Starship's high payload capacity and reusability, SpaceX is uniquely positioned to meet the Department of Defense's goals for a low Earth orbit satellite network. Building a large satellite constellation would be time-consuming and costly with traditional non-reusable rockets, but Starship's capability to deploy hundreds of satellites per launch can significantly speed up this process. No other company currently offers a rocket with this combination of payload capacity, reusability, and adaptability. While SpaceX continues to make history with groundbreaking achievements, their biggest competitor, Boeing, recently shocked the industry by announcing plans to sell the Starliner program. Since winning a NASA contract in 2014 to develop Starliner, Boeing has faced significant technical and financial issues. Most recently, Boeing added another $250 million in losses for Starliner due to continued testing and delays, bringing its total losses to about $1.85 billion. The Starliner program has struggled since its initial orbital flight test in 2019, which failed due to software problems that prevented docking with the International Space Station. Boeing had to redo the test in 2021, and although this second attempt succeeded, the program continued to encounter setbacks. In 2023, after a crewed test flight, engineers identified further issues with leaks and thrusters, extending the delays and driving up costs even more. NASA awarded Boeing $4.2 billion for Starliner, hoping it would serve as a reliable alternative to SpaceX's Crew Dragon, which was awarded a $2.6 billion contract. However, while SpaceX has successfully completed numerous missions for NASA and other private clients, Boeing's Starliner has yet to become fully operational. With ongoing financial strain, Boeing has considered focusing on its core aerospace and defense businesses, as Starliner may not be profitable or sustainable for the company long term. Now, if you're a space nerd like me, I've got a treat for you. I recently watched one of the most intense documentaries about a spacewalk that took a terrifying turn, where an astronaut was miraculously rescued. I'm not usually into documentaries, but this one blew my mind, so I thought, why not share it with all of you? Just search for the video titled Spacewalk That Turned Into a Nightmare, click on it, and trust me, you'll thank me later. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next video.